Good afternoon, everyone. Please have a seat. Thank you for all being here. I'm Jane Carrero. I am the Vice President of Health Affairs at the University of New England and the Dean of our College of Osteopathic Medicine. Welcome to our 27th annual White Coat Ceremony for the college's 48th entering class. I'd like to extend an especially warm welcome to the friends and family members of the students, many of whom have traveled long distances to join us for today's celebration. Thank you. At this time, I'd also like to recognize folks in the platform party, Dr. James Herbert, President of the University of New England, Dr. Jody Herman, President of our Alumni Association, Dr. Guy DeFeo, Senior Associate Dean of Clinical Education, Dr. Mark Schenke, Anatomy Professor, and Dr. Russ Furland, Chair of Biomedical Science. And to my left, Dr. Alyssa Mixon, our White Coat Ceremony speaker, Dr. Stacy Pierce-Talsmer, our Associate Dean of Academic Affairs, Dr. Bonnie Sinzicki, Chair of our Osteopathic Manipulative Medicine Department, and Vince Bornicore, our Associate Dean of Recruitment, Student, and Alumni Affairs. An institution of higher education is only as good as its faculty and professional staff, and it really is my distinct honor to work with a group of truly outstanding and committed individuals. Would the faculty and professional staff please stand and be recognized? Thank you. There are some very special people here in the audience today, without whom none of the students would actually be here. And I'm sure the students would like to join me in thanking them for their roles. Would the parents and families of the students please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Seated in front of me is the class of 2027. For some of us, that feels very far away. Students, today when you step onto this stage, this audience, everyone in this chamber, will bear witness as you commit to this profession, as you pledge to serve society, and as you promise to make the many necessary sacrifices to follow this path. And there will be sacrifices. But sacrifice is what sets the role of a physician apart from other careers. Sacrifice is what makes this decision, this profession, a vocation rather than a career. The white coat ceremony was developed by the Arnold P. Gold Foundation to create a psychological contract of professionalism and empathy between student doctors and society. The first white coat ceremony took place in 1993 at Columbia University, and it now occurs in almost every medical school in the world. Throughout much of the world, this white coat identifies you as a member of the physician community, with all the expectations and responsibilities that come with it. Today, you receive your white coat and you become student doctors. And as such, this ceremony is both celebratory and reflective. Certainly, the white coat celebrates your achievement of being accepted into medical school. Yet more importantly, your donning of this white coat is a public display of your commitment to begin the process of transforming from an individual who for the last 18 plus years has been striving towards a goal to an individual who is committed to the service of others. Let me say that a little differently. By presenting you with a white coat today in front of all these people, the profession of medicine is accepting you into our community, with the caveat that you will meet the expectations for service, compassion, honesty, and commitment that society places upon us. As I mentioned earlier to you this week, today marks your transition to taking responsibility to and for others, not just for yourselves. Going forward, what you do, what you learn, or what you don't learn, what you achieve is in preparation for the moment when you must step in and take responsibility for another's health. By donning your white coat and signing the oath of honor, you're making a public commitment to meet those expectations. Society will increasingly grant you significant, and I do hope humbling, power and responsibility in your relationship to other people. Power and responsibility that comes with sacrifice and humility. This combination of success and sacrifice, power and service, is why medicine is a vocation, not a job. Throughout your medical school and into residency, you'll grow in knowledge and skills and develop the qualities that will make you outstanding osteopathic physicians. However, for true growth, you must learn to value your strengths and recognize your weaknesses, to develop confidence while maintaining humility. This is critical. You will have amazing opportunities. You'll achieve many successes. You will also experience loss and failure. Every single one of us up here in a white coat has lost somebody, has lost more than one person. It is a very painful experience. You must cultivate the humility to recognize your own limitations, to listen to others, to ask for help, to learn from your mistakes, and most importantly, to forgive yourself your shortcomings. When you see a shortcoming, that's an opportunity to grow. It's not a failure. Caring for others is a privilege, and to do so, you must also care for yourself. Student doctors, I ask you to take a moment to look around. Look around at all these people. Yeah, I don't see anybody looking. I see you all looking at me. Look around. Everybody here is here to witness and support you in your commitment to this profession and to the service of others, not just today, but for the rest of your lives. This is hard work. It takes determination and grit, and we're here to support you. Thank you. Thank you, fam. Okay. My 16-year-old grandson is tutoring me in Alpha Gen speak. Okay, and that's a good thing, fam. It's now my pleasure, right? Yeah, see? It's now my pleasure to introduce Dr. James Herbert, President of the University of New England. In his time at UNE, James has been an incredibly enthusiastic partner for the college. And for all the health profession programs. He's created bridges between us and the community and across the different colleges in the university as well. He has really strengthened our commitment to not just Maine, but really globally to our fellow human beings and the earth and where we need to go in the future. I think his vision, and this isn't in the script, I think his vision of where he wants to take us and what he wants us all to think about as we move forward is really incredible. So I'd like to present Dr. Herbert.
Wow, that was very kind, Dean Carrero. And you know what? I personally think that your remarks slay. That was fire, no cap. Thank you very much for those inspiring words and for that lovely introduction, Dean Carrero. Our students, and I mean this with all sincerity, our students, in fact, all of us, are very, very fortunate for your leadership and to have you by our side and leading this incredible college. So thank you, and give it up for Dean Carrero. I really couldn't ask for a better partner as we move forward with leading this incredible college to even greater heights. So it's my pleasure to join all of you and to welcome and to celebrate the UNE College of Osteopathic Medicine's amazing class of 2028. Students and families, congratulations on reaching this very important milestone. We're absolutely thrilled to have you all as part of the Nor'easter family. And I'd also like to welcome our distinguished UNE faculty and professional staff who do so much to support our student doctors, as well as our returning students and our other honored guests. Members of the class of 2028, you've worked very hard to achieve your goal of arriving here at medical school. Today's event makes it official and marks the formal transition in how you will be viewed by the public. Beginning today, you're no longer students, you're student doctors. When someone hears student doctor, there's a different level of expectation, one which assumes a very high level of integrity, dedication, care, and maturity. A student doctor is someone who is always listening, always observing, always learning, and continuously growing as a professional care provider. And the profession you have chosen could not be more important. Your care is needed as directly today as it was when the College of Osteopathic Medicine was founded a half-century ago. The college was founded in 1973 by a group of osteopathic physicians who wanted to ensure that the people of New England received the best possible medical care. At the time, many osteopaths were retiring, reaching retirement age and retiring, and failing to replace them would have represented not only a loss to the profession, but to the many patients that they served. Thus, a group of physicians worked to establish an osteopathic medical school to serve the 6 New England states and beyond. And the UNE College, well, before it was the College of Osteopathic, the New England College of Osteopathic Medicine was born, before it was UNE. In 1978, it welcomed 36 pioneering students and 12 faculty members to a newly renovated Stella Maris Hall. Today, our College of Osteopathic Medicine enrolls more than 700 students and with plans to expand and includes more than 250 faculty members. It continues to be the only medical school in the state of Maine. It offers some of the best medical education facilities in the nation. And very soon, UNE will be opening COM's new home, the Harold and Bibby Alphonse Center for Health Sciences, on our Portland campus for the health sciences. This extraordinary new facility, which I just went through again day before yesterday for the latest tour, will create a wealth of new opportunities for you. It will allow us to strengthen our already stellar reputation for excellence in primary care, geriatric education, and osteopathic manipulative medicine. Our UNE medical students are among the best and brightest in the country, and you are in high demand. Thanks to the reputation our former students have earned, you will do quite well in procuring your top choices for residency programs. And by the time you graduate, you will possess the expertise and knowledge to succeed in any area of the medical profession you choose. Over the course of your years with us, you will gain experience with team-based care, working side by side with students from other health professions and other health profession disciplines, including pharmacy and dentistry, just to name two. And you will gain clinical experience in a wide array of primary care settings. You will be ready to work with diverse populations and provide the highest quality of care. More than that, you will forge another important link in the enduring legacy our students and faculty have built throughout the decades. During a period of great change in medicine and in medical education, the UNE College of Osteopathic Medicine has remained true to its core commitments of putting the patient first, caring for one another, the community, and the environment, and creatively shaping the future while preserving the profession's past. These principles have molded generations of students into leaders at the local and global levels, and they will no doubt mold you as well. As you embark upon this latest leg of your educational journey, I'd remind you that, though this is an important leg, it will not be your final one. Your education will continue over the course of your lifetime and your long career. I implore you to approach education with an insatiable curiosity, an eagerness to adapt, and a commitment to always remaining at the forefront of medical advances. I wish you all nothing but the very best as you continue on the exciting journey ahead of you, and heartfelt congratulations to all of you. Thank you.
Yep. Our College of Osteopathic Medicine plays an important role in addressing the primary care and rural health needs of Maine, New England, and the nation. Almost 60% of our graduates enter primary care, and of these, over 40% practice in rural and underserved areas throughout Maine and the country. We're very proud of the impact we have had in addressing the healthcare needs of our state and our region. As President Herbert mentioned, these successes would not have been possible if not for our founders, a group of physicians, many with young families and new practices, who committed their time, channeled their passion, and literally mortgaged their houses to start the College of Osteopathic Medicine. The legacy of service and commitment to the welfare of the community remains at the core of who we are at UNE COM. One of our alumni who embodies this legacy of service and commitment is Dr. Alyssa Cole Mixon. Dr. Mixon is a board-certified physical medicine rehab physician, and she subspecializes in cancer rehabilitation. She graduated from UNE COM in 2016, completed her intern year at Berkshire Medical Center in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, and her PM&R residency at Thomas Jefferson. She then completed a cancer rehabilitation fellowship at the University of Pennsylvania. She's now assistant professor and the associate program director of physical medicine and rehab residency program at the University of Virginia, where she also practices. Dr. Mixon is the only cancer rehabilitation subspecialist in the state of Virginia and one of the very few in the country. She's a Forbes Health Advisory Board member, as well as an editorial advisory board member for the American Osteopathic Association's DO magazine. Dr. Mixon's a member of the World Health Organization's FEEDS network, and she serves as a UVA faculty senator and co-chair for UVA's Committee of Women in Medicine and Science Programming and Events. She's also co-chair for the International Society for Physical and Rehabilitation Medicine's Cancer Rehabilitation Advocacy Task Force. You may know her through their social media as Dr. Cole, at Dr. Cole. If you haven't seen her, you might want to plug in and look at it, where she's active in sharing evidence-based medicine, advocating for health literacy, and preventing the spread of medical misinformation. Dr. Mixon.
Good afternoon, UNE faculty, professional staff, distinguished guests, families, friends, and our future generation of physicians, members of the class of 2028. It is truly an honor to stand here before you as a UNE COM alum, having been in your shoes not too long ago. I recall my mentor and companion telling me on my first day of medical school to remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint. You have to pace yourself. It's hard to believe I have now completed my own marathon. After 4 years of medical school, 4 years of residency, and 1 year of fellowship, all while earning my MBA and building an online platform to inspire others in healthcare, I am now entering my 4th year of being an attending physician as Virginia's only cancer rehabilitation doctor. As a physician and content creator, I have had years of experience writing notes, articles, and presentations. But for some reason, this speech has been one of the most challenging. I think because I remember being in your shoes, and all I felt was scared. But an exciting kind of scared. Like the nerves were running high, and I felt like I didn't know anything, and that wearing a short white coat didn't magically make me smarter. I felt what I came to learn is known as imposter syndrome. The internal belief that we don't deserve the recognition or success that we have, in fact, achieved. Like I was wearing a costume. But as I found myself on the wards, learning from patients, attendings, and residents, the costume suddenly became real. By embracing these feelings of self-doubt, I strengthened my own approach to patient care, filling in knowledge gaps and building my confidence. Now, I've heard a lot of speeches, from graduations and ceremonies to celebrations, honors, and awards. But the one that stood out to me the most was a presentation involving a Rubik's Cube, those small handheld puzzles that require visual spatial awareness, forethought, and a little bit of mathematics to solve. In addition to being part of this ceremony, I am also gifting each of you your own Rubik's Cube, because it is a physical representation of the philosophical challenges you are about to encounter these next 4 years of medical school and beyond. Every situation, every patient case, every diagnosis starts as a puzzle. Each color represents a piece of that puzzle, whether it's a new sign or symptom, a diagnostic imaging or lab result, or maybe input from another specialty. And it's up to you to solve that puzzle. But here's the thing. I don't know how to solve a Rubik's Cube. Does anyone here know how to solve a Rubik's Cube? Don't be shy, raise your hand. I see a few hands up in the audience, and that's just it. I might learn one day how to solve a Rubik's Cube, but in the meantime, I know how to ask for help, and I know where to find it. Even though I've graduated to the long white coat and no longer have imposter syndrome, I still don't have all the answers, but I realize it is okay to not always have the answers, so long as you are willing to find them. That's called being a doctor. And that's what medical school will teach you. Yes, you must have a strong foundation of knowledge, but there are advancements in technology and science taking place that will change the landscape of evidence-based medicine, along with our understanding of disease pathology and treatments. It is about more than just knowing the facts. It is about applying them, thinking critically, actively listening to your patients, engaging your healthcare team, and doing the detective work to solve the complex puzzle before you. The practice of medicine is a call, and you have answered that calling. As Dr. Andrew Taylor Still, the founder of the Osteopathic medical philosophy, once stated, to find health should be the object of the doctor. Anyone can find disease. This oath you are taking is a promise not just to yourself, but to your patients, to the healthcare community, and to UNE COM. A promise that you will continue to hold yourself to the highest moral and ethical standards as a physician, but at the same time, give yourself the grace to learn and grow, to ask for guidance, ask for help, ask for support. Sometimes saying, "I don't know," is the right answer, because even if you don't know, you will make the effort to find out. There's a quote that says, "If you save one life, you are called a hero. If you save many, you are called a doctor." I remember during my first year of residency, I noticed an abnormal blood gas on a patient with altered mental status. We were about to start our morning huddle with the attending senior resident, nurses, and case management. At that stage of training, an intern physician disrupting a meeting was ill-advised. But I knew if we did not act fast, there would be serious consequences. Bringing it to the team's attention took a lot of courage as someone on the lower end of the medical totem pole. Later, as the patient was stabilized and transferred to the ICU, my senior resident turned to me and said, "You just saved his life." Whatever stage of training you are in, whether it's a medical student, intern, resident, or fellow, inexperience does not equate to being invaluable. Being a doctor is about being vigilant, compassionate, and capable when it comes to advocating for your patients. When I decided to pursue medicine, I never thought fighting a pandemic would be part of my future. Fast forward a few years later, and I found myself in my last year of residency, where I admitted our hospital's first patient with COVID. He was an older gentleman, and I remember he was scared. I knew I had to ease his fear. When I reached out a double-gloved hand to him, he said to me, "Yours is the first hand I have had the honor of shaking in this hospital, and it's cold." I laughed and responded with the old adage favored by my attending physician, "Cold hands, warm heart." My osteopathic medical education taught me the healing power of human touch. As I listened to him recount his medical history and walked him through the next steps in his hospital stay, the fear I sensed before soon dissipated, replaced by a new feeling, hope. He squeezed my hand, saying, "Now you have warm hands and a warm heart." My medical training, along with the pandemic, taught me that our role as physicians goes beyond what we can offer in terms of medications, diagnostic tools, and interventions. It encompasses our composure, our compassion, and our competence. Where there is panic, we provide calm. Where there is fear, we offer courage. And where there is frustration, we practice patience. I wish to congratulate you and your families for becoming part of UNICOM. From this day onward, I want you to look forward to donning your white coat as your studies now begin to focus on the care of patients. It may feel like a costume at first, but even superheroes wear costumes. Every step you've taken has led you closer to this moment, to becoming the doctor that helps patients put one foot in front of the other to reach their destination. Be willing to go the extra mile, to step up as a healer and fill the shoes and white coats of the doctors that came before you. And maybe, when you're ready, you can pass on this Rubik's Cube to the next generation of doctors, a symbol of your enduring legacy in healthcare. In the words of Grey's Anatomy's Dr. Derek Shepherd, and because the actor who portrays him, Patrick Dempsey, is from the very state we are in, it's a beautiful day to save lives.
Thank you, Dr. Mixon. We have a little gift for you. I'm not going to pull it out of the box. It's a wooden compass with the coordinates of Stella Maris on it, so you can always find your way home. Thank you. Would the fellows please rise? These 8 predoctoral fellows have shepherded the students through the first weeks of school and will continue to support them throughout their educational experience. As predoctoral teaching fellows, they extend their academic training by an additional year to serve as instructors in the clinical and anatomical sciences, participate in research projects, and care for patients. As fellows, they bridge the world between faculty and students and serve as teaching partners and mentors for those in the class of 2028. Please join me in recognizing their collective efforts. Would the fellows please escort the students to the stage for the presentation of the white coats?
Shane Abbasi, San Diego, California.
Hamad Halim, Egypt, New York City.
دعاء عبد الكفير مسيلة Algeria in Westfield, Massachusetts.
Andrew Afrifa, Bronx, New York.
Ariba-san, Long Island, New York.
Michelle Alexander from Wilbraham, Massachusetts.
Sri Vidya Aliseti, Hyderabad, India, and Windsor, Connecticut.
Rahul Ala, Burlington, Massachusetts.
Alessandra Elsa Amore, Boston, Massachusetts.
Samantha Ansart, West Springfield, Massachusetts.
Zachariah Arnold, Hartford, Vermont.
Roshni Babel, Furlong, Pennsylvania.
Hamza Bari, Bernardsville, New Jersey.
Jim Barry, Bangor, Maine.
Jordan Bear, Massapequa, New York.
Xenia Bethana, Andover, Massachusetts.
Karan Bhatia, Saratoga, California.
Shanjata Boyan, Queens, New York.
Hannah Beanstalk, West Hartford, Connecticut.
Samantha Blau, Saco, Maine.
Megan Bore, Saco, Maine.
Finn Braden Day, Peaks Island, Maine.
Melissa Brown, Wheat Ridge, Colorado.
Jacqueline Capuano, Cranston, Rhode Island.
Alexandra Cassis, Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Inez Cacho Rocio, Mexican American, raised in Darien, Connecticut.
Mackenzie Kavanaugh, West Newbury, Massachusetts.
Rashika Chavali, Niskuna, New York.
Christine Chen, Chelmsford, Massachusetts.
Morgan Cheney, Fairfield, Connecticut.
Tiffany Chin, Yorktown Heights, New York.
Sydney Christensen, Boston Spa, New York.
Sophia Klingman, Mattapoisett, Massachusetts.
Madison Collins, Mendon, Utah.
Colin Connery, Concord, New Hampshire.
Riley Ka, Rochester, New York.
Naeem Crockett, Schenectady, New York.
Elizabeth Davis, Parsonsfield, Maine.
Megan DeMark, Woodbury, Minnesota.
Tyler Dentry, Clearwater, Florida.
Jordan DeZonier, Dayville, Connecticut.
Sophie DeSimone, Richmond, Virginia.
Eilish Dillon, Yarmouth, Massachusetts.
Audrey Domovich, Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Ian Duncan, Laramie, Wyoming.
Suzanne Ellis, Marble Falls, Texas.
Kaylee Emery, Freiburg, Maine.
Nicole Anescu, Cliffside Park, New Jersey.
Beyza Erdem, Newton, Massachusetts.
Brandon Asaka Etuka, first generation Nigerian American from Middletown, Connecticut.
Marina Farag, Cairo, Egypt, and Houston, Texas.
Elizabeth Field, Methuen, Massachusetts.
Cole Finling, Chappaqua, New York.
Brianna Flood, Chester, New York.
Maggie Frazier, Abingdon, Virginia.
Angel Garcia Martinez, born in Mexico, raised in Memphis, Tennessee.
Maxim Georgievsky, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Maria Fernanda Giraldo Rios, Columbia and Pawtucket, Rhode Island.
Lauren Gloop, Huntington, New York.
Kirsten Goldner, Natick, Massachusetts.
Grace Goodfellow, Sandwich, Massachusetts.
Anthony Gordon, Johnston, Rhode Island.
Kerrigan Goodrow, Saco, Maine.
Anjana Devi Govindaraj, Nashua, New Hampshire.
James Gray, Frisco, Texas.
Madison Greenfield, Brightwaters, New York.
Madison Guay, Wakefield, Massachusetts.
Claire Hagan, Roxbury, Connecticut.
Abby Hart, Chester, Vermont.
Lauren Headley, Montego Bay, Jamaica.
Hayden Horner, Messina, New York.
Karen Huang, Del Mar, New York.
Gursky Grigory Gennadievich, also known as Reicher Hursky, New Britain, Connecticut, but raised in Bern in Belarus.
Hope Hutchinson, Green, Maine.
Anastasia Pecky from Paramus, New Jersey.
Lauren Jacobs, Naples, Maine.
Caroline Jovel, Queens, New York.
Ashok Kadaria, Nepal and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Meredith Kaplan, Barrington, Rhode Island.
Harjaspreet Kaur, Punjab, India, and Rockaway, New Jersey.
Mehdi Khan, Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Albert Kim, Seoul, South Korea, and Lexington, Massachusetts.
Hannah Klausner, Galway, New York.
Varun Koda, Fairfax, Virginia.
Brian Michael Chance, Avon, Connecticut.
Hannah Lafferty, Ardmore, Pennsylvania.
Stephanie Lamb, Reading, Pennsylvania.
Tony Latif, by way of Egypt and Rocky Hill, Connecticut.
Miranda Lowell, St. Paul, Minnesota.
Matthew Lee, Los Angeles.
Jade Lindenau, Cape Elizabeth, Maine.
Francesca Ling, Comac, New York.
Elise Madelone, Clifton Park, New York.
Anushka Malik, Garden City, New York.
Joseph Marson, Marlborough, Connecticut.
Brandon Maycutt, Tallahassee, Florida.
Hannah McLean, Darien, Connecticut.
Casey McLaughlin, Melrose, Massachusetts.
Stephen McRae, Glen Rock, New Jersey.
Varsha Madidi, born in India, raised in New Jersey.
Braden McGafflin, Cumberland, Maine.
Edith Mensah Otabel, born in Accra, Ghana, lives in Worcester, Massachusetts.
Andrea Mesa, Lima, Peru, and Miami, Florida.
Michael Miller, Grand Junction, Colorado.
Olivia Moreno, San Diego, California.
Killian Morrissey, Rowley, Massachusetts.
Sophia Moschella, Roxbury, New Jersey.
Mohad Nasser, Mississauga, Ontario, Canada.
Hassan Nasser, North Bergen, New Jersey.
Bindia Nupane, Nepal, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Helen Nguyen, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Linh Nguyễn, Hà Nội, Việt Nam.
Alexei Norman, Windham, New Hampshire.
Julia O'Connor, West Boylston, Massachusetts.
Josep Oganesyan, originally from Armenia, Van Nuys, California.
Madison Alawa, Bedford, New Hampshire.
Joshua Overton, Derry, New Hampshire.
Rose Potham, Longmeadow, Massachusetts.
Hannah Patel, Gujarat, India, and Brunswick, Maine.
Jainil Patel, Nairobi, Kenya.
Sweta Patel, Waltham, Massachusetts.
Vibhuti Patare, Lexington, Massachusetts.
Julia Paul, Newport, Vermont.
Taunton Pham, Boston, Massachusetts.
Justice Pickard, Winslow, Maine.
Emma Pippinger, Baltimore, Maryland.
Emily Plattiter, Phippsburg, Maine.
Miranda Pomfret, Sudbury, Massachusetts.
John V. Peary, Hopkinton, Massachusetts.
David Chi, Westford, Massachusetts.
Carla Ramos, East End, PA.
Kevin Reel, Northborough, Massachusetts.
Renee Resendez, Windsor, Ontario, Canada. Hope Reveche, Los Angeles, California.
Tucker Reynard, Framingham, Massachusetts.
Brian Rodriguez, Reedfield, Maine.
Katharina Röse, Germany and Kennebank, Maine.
Alexis Rondinelli, White Plains, New York.
Sabah Saber, Bellingham, Massachusetts.
Jane Sakowitz, Wakanda, Illinois.
Sarah Savoy, West Bridgewater, Massachusetts.
Kaylin Schmidt, Wallingford, Connecticut.
Ariel Sedman, Easton, Massachusetts.
John Makram Sadrak, born in Cairo, Egypt, raised in San Diego, California.
Daniel Seolk, Brooklyn, New York.
Leila Andalusi Siraj, Fes, Morocco.
Parita Shah from India and McLean, Virginia.
Gael Shama from Botswana and the Democratic Republic of the Congo.
Megha Sri Shankar, Trumbull, Connecticut.
John Shin, Los Angeles, California.
Jakteshwar Singh, Punjab, India, Windsor, Connecticut.
Brittany Lee Smith, Mineral Wells, Texas.
Sheila Raquel Solares from Guatemala and Providence, Rhode Island.
Katie Southworth, Hope, Maine.
Helena Stein, Madison, Connecticut.
Kendrew Stevens, Burlington, Vermont.
Avery Stilley, Lubbock, Texas.
Zainab Suleiman, Lagos, Nigeria.
Violet Sullivan, Brentwood, New Hampshire.
Cynthia Tang, Corona, California.
Shruti Tanikela, Northborough, Massachusetts.
Keely Thomas, Forest City, North Carolina.
Ritz Harley Ranjo Tolentino from the Philippines and Dubai, United Arab Emirates.
Grace Tomasetti, Nashua, New Hampshire.
Vivian Tran, Medford, New Jersey.
Dawson Turcott, Skowhegan, Maine.
Amber Updergrove, Troy, Michigan.
Shama Varghese, Swampscott, Massachusetts.
Johnny Veras, Worcester, Massachusetts.
Stephen Volcano, Brookfield, Connecticut.
Joshua Weber, Sanford, Maine.
Colton Welch, Nashua, New Hampshire.
Afnan Yahya from Iraq, raised in Groton, Massachusetts.
Julia Yanakopoulos, Stoneham, Massachusetts.
Connor Young, Boston, Massachusetts.
Ling Qingzheng, Tianjin, China.
周正，北京 China 来了。
Eric Sedens, Waterbury, Vermont.
Michelle Victoria Zorine, Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Thank you. Man, you guys slay. I have no idea what this place is going to be like in 4 years. I mean, I haven't even done anything yet. They just put a white coat on. Just kidding. But there are a lot of unsung heroes today, and I want to point one out to you that you probably aren't aware of. These Rubik Cubes. Andrew Winston stood back there and handed me these and only dropped one. Woo! Amazing. You slay. Fam. At this time, I'd like to introduce Dr. Jody Herman, class of '06 and president of the UNE COM Alumni Association. Dr. Herman is board certified in internal medicine and neuromusculoskeletal medicine. She is a hospitalist and in her spare time works with athletes at various levels from high school to the Olympics. Dr. Herman will come to the lectern and lead the students in taking their oath of honor.
I agree this crowd is rowdy. All right, today you signed the Oath of Honor, which will be hung in the Alphonse Center for Health Services as a daily reminder of the oral commitment you are making today. You will take the Oath of Honor in front of your family, friends, and colleagues. In 4 years' time, you will take the osteopathic oath and leave here as a doctor of osteopathic medicine. Long before you've had the opportunity to take the osteopathic oath, you make evident this path you have chosen by how you conduct yourself, both in and out of school, in how you interact with your colleagues, the manner in which you treat others, and in how you take personal responsibility for your actions. This is your oath of honor. Would all members of the class of 2028 please rise? Please repeat after me as I read the oath of honor. In being accepted as a member of the UNICOM family, I have been entrusted with the privilege to learn the art and science of osteopathy, a unique gift that I vow to share in promoting whole person health, body, mind, and spirit. I acknowledge that honorable success in both academic life and in the practice of medicine requires an unwavering commitment to certain ethical and professional principles. Therefore, I accept the high calling before me by vowing my allegiance to the following core UNICOM values. Service before self, stewardship, honesty, integrity, responsibility, compassion, respect, perseverance. I publicly vow to commit myself to ethical, professional, and medical excellence, to uphold the letter and spirit of this honor code, and to encourage, remind, and expect my peers to do the same, that we might preserve the dignity and honor of our school, our community, and our profession. Congratulations to you all. You can look forward to the day when you take your osteopathic oath. Please be seated.
Okay. Would the members of the class of 2028 please rise and face the audience? Families, friends, physicians, and colleagues, it's my great pleasure to officially present the future physicians of the class of 2028. Thank you, thank you. Moms and dads, 4 more years and they can buy dinner. Right? I know, you're counting it. Especially that group over here. They were like, ooh, 4 more years. I know, my father used to say it all the time. Okay, student doctors, today you have heard messages from your future colleagues and peers. There is one constituency we have not yet represented. Would Dr. Schenke please come to the podium and offer comments on behalf of the faculty?
Do you know that I have been explicitly forbidden from yelling? And you all have been the most loud, obnoxious crowd that I have ever seen. And I blame you, Shane. Shane has been whipping up the crowd. I saw him there. But no, I'm going to be good. I'm going to be good. I'm going to try at least. We'll see. So good afternoon, everybody. For those of you that don't know me, you really should be coming to class more often. I mean, for crying out loud, we've been going at this for like 2 months already. That's really unprofessional. For those of you who are not wearing white, who don't know me, I am Mark Schenke. I'm one of the anatomy professors here, and by extension, I'm one of the reasons they've been so moody lately. It is my privilege to represent the biomedical science faculty here on the stage. We are very, very proud of you. We'd be more proud of you if you were home studying right now, but we're proud, you know. And I guess when I say proud, what I really mean is jealous. I get those words mixed up sometimes. We're jealous because we only get to wear white coats like maybe at Halloween or, you know, as an overcoat for a white party. You all get to wear the white coats all year long. And when you do, it marks you as someone who we respect. It marks you as someone we can trust. Someone who can ease our pain and allay our fears. Someone who has empathy. You've been through our block week. You know we don't have empathy. That's why you get to wear the white coats, and we do not. I'm not only here representing the biomedical science faculty, I'm also here representing your future patients. To be honest, when Dean Carrero asked me to imagine myself as your future patient, my first thought was, maybe I should consider one of those religions that doesn't believe in going to the doctor. And to be completely clear, I mean no disrespect to those religions. I mean disrespect to each and every one of you. You gotta earn my respect. It's tough love. It's parenting 101. Right, Avery? Yeah. But think about that. Anyone on this stage could be your future patient. And I imagine that's particularly jarring to any aspiring obstetricians or neonatologists out there. Could you imagine having to turn to those joyful new parents and saying, congratulations, it's that. But more seriously, anyone not going into peds or maybe OB-GYN might have me as a patient. Like right now, you're looking up at me with reverence and awe and adoration. I know it's not really true, but just go with it for this illustration. But in a few short years, you could be walking into that examining room, and there I sit, Johnny on, probably backwards like a bathrobe, belly hanging out. There's an image you'll never get out of your mind. You're welcome. And the moment our eyes lock, all of that repressed rage from that NI I gave you and histology is going to come flooding back, and you're going to want to run. And I don't know if you're going to want to run away or run at me with a blunt object, but you're going to want to run. And guess what? You can't run because you said the oath. Are you ready for this? Think about that. Anyone you meet, anyone in this room could be your future patient. Because here's the thing. I don't just talk about low back pain. I have low back pain. That is not funny, you monsters. Dr. Willard doesn't just teach you about the brain. He has something very wrong with his brain. Dr. Vaughn, he doesn't just teach about bugs. He bugs the crap out of me. Dr. Scully, he doesn't just teach you about drugs. He actually has a very serious problem with, well, I guess that's kind of where the analogy breaks down, but you get the idea, right? Right now, you look to us for knowledge and guidance. But in a few short years, we're going to be looking to you for knowledge and guidance. A couple of months ago, we introduced you to your first patient. Your first patient was smelly. Your first patient was non-communicative. But that might be the most important patient you ever have. Never again will a patient say to you, hey doc, literally dissect me and learn all that you can. If you do to your second patient what you're currently doing to your first patient, you'll be serving time. But your first patients were generous beyond comprehension to give you their corporal remains so that you could learn to be an excellent physician for your future patients. all of us on this stage believe you can be an excellent physician, and we're going to work our tails off to help you get there. Now, I know you all want to get to dinner. There's been a lot of talking up here. You want to be with your family, so I'm going to end with this. I wish to impart some advice for you to carry forward throughout your illustrious careers. Some variation of these words have been passed down in my family for generations, and now you're part of my family. I know, soak it in, soak it in. All the debt that's in my family, that's coming to you. All of those psychiatric bills coming your way. And remember, in my family, we would have used our outside voices to share this knowledge, but I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good. No. But if you retain only one sentence from this entire program, let it be this. Don't. For the love of all things good and holy, do not get any dinner on your fancy new coats. It's really hard to get stains out of white cloth. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Schenke. This concludes our white coat ceremony. I would like to invite everyone to join us outside in front of Merrill Auditorium for a reception honoring the class of 2028. I'd also like to ask the family and friends to remain in their seats. The platform party is going to leave first, and then the fellows will escort the students out of the auditorium and out onto the front plaza. Thank you all for attending today, and thank you for listening to me. But to the student doctors, we really appreciate the step that you are taking. Someday, you will care for one of us. You will. It happens all the time. And when we look up and we see you and we feel confident and we feel cared for and we feel taken care of, we'll think back to this day and we'll remember with gratitude that you decided to take this step. So thank you.